Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
You are now rocking with the Dr. Greenthumb Show live on Twitch, Discord, Kick, X, YouTube, and the home site, www.brealtv. Hello, I am Dr. Greenthumb with some of my good friends in the house. Some of my oldest friends at that. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of my oldest friend, Sid Dog is in the house.
Yes.
I've known him the longest, and he's old.
Damn. That's right. Birth certificate don't lie.
That's wisdom right there. That's wisdom, son. Wisdom. Next to him, we got my man Kemo the Blaxican up in here. Another old friend of ours. We're all old up in here, just to let y'all know. This is the 50 Club and over. You know what I'm saying? We got the Treehouse Crew, which is slightly younger. We got Bra and the Dominator.
I'm trying to catch up, B. What's up, y'all?
Don't try to catch up too fast. You take your time to get here. You know what I'm saying? We got the strong one.
Yeah, don't rush it.
Steph Tone.
Enjoy it.
That's good advice. Don't rush it. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And we got DJ C minus the good light.
What up? Happy Friday.
Word up. I want to start off with congratulating both of y'all on Negros de la Raza.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We had Kemo up at Shade 45. What was it, last week? A couple weeks ago?
Yeah,
like
a few weeks back.
And, motherfuckers was loving the music because we played a few songs. And, man, it's just dope that y'all got together, because, when Kemo was here a couple weeks ago, we were chopping it up on how we knew each other and how we used to get down in the gym.
Yeah.
We played football together and all that stuff. No helmets.
Wild football game.
Wild football games.
Yeah.
In the neighborhood.
Well, at parks, at schools.
Yeah.
Turkey bowls.
Cold as hell.
Turkey bowls, yeah. I don't know who would set up the games, but, we'd go and play against other neighborhoods, other cities, other blocks, whatever.
That's amazing.
And you and Ivan would jump on our squad, and you guys had homies that jumped on our squad with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever organized it, I don't know who it was either, but it was well organized. It definitely seemed like a
For some hood
well
shit.
put together thing, yeah.
Yeah, for some hood shit, someone had some decent enough organizational skills. And no fights.
That's great. Dope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just trying to run around and play some football while our body still permitted that. And it was good times and everything. And you were right, there was no fights, but damn, we got close a couple of times.
Yes,
It was
very close.
Yeah.
high velocity football though.
Yeah.
I remember watching because I already had been out of school for a while and hadn't
Yeah.
played in a minute, and I was like having second thoughts on my shit. My knees felt a certain way already. I was like, I don't know, do I want to do this? And I see cats running top speed still.
Oh, yeah.
No helmets, no gear.
Yeah.
And I think
We were pretty stupid. They were running at each
that was
other.
before all the concussion stuff,
Yeah.
and everybody was just even really thinking about any of that whatsoever. You go head first with no helmet.
Well, we weren't going to play flag football. You know what I'm saying? We was going to play proper tackle, just not straight up, head up. But sometimes that did happen.
Yeah, and there was dudes on other teams that, there was, maybe some beefs from back in the days, and when a particular person got the ball, you really wanted to lay into him. We're not gonna fight, but I'm gonna hit you as hard as I can on this tackle. You know what I mean? Those are all good times, and I'm glad that we were able to do that as youngsters and have fun and enjoy ourselves. And then everybody gets stoned and drink 40s after the game, and that was what it was like.
Yeah, that was crazy. Y'all had a show the other night. I heard
Yeah.
it was off the chain.
Yeah, it was good. It was our first set, and I think that we were both like equally as nervous because we didn't know what to expect or anything. We were accustomed to, when we step on stage with our prospective bands, you know, what it's gonna be like. But this was like a new thing for both of us. And you know, I can't front. I was a little bit, you know, hey, let's see what happens, right? But you know, the support was there, and I think Pedro came out, and somebody else came, and it just felt like a good old, you know, get together of people. It was for Ranflas and Vitlas,
Yeah.
and it was, you know, the whole lowrider culture and everything, and they're very supportive. And everybody that came out and bought some merch and supported us, I just want to say thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
And your brother came out, right?
Yeah. Mello came out and I think he was just there to hang out, but then we kind of put him on the spot, like, dude, get up, you're gonna go on. And it was
He
a
was
good
there to
move.
peep toes on all the fine bitches, dog. That's what he was there for.
Your brother's wild.
Let me look at your toes, girl. We've learned so much about your brother in the last few months.
Yes. Last week.
In the last week.
Yeah.
You know, I've known him practically all my life, but I've learned more about him in the past 2 weeks than he.
Well, Aton was telling me about some of Melo's fucking exploits that he's revealed, and I'm like, he really said that?
Yeah, he did.
his
I think I know
admission-
what he told you. And yeah, it blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. His admissions are quite revealing.
His
Wow.
his random thoughts, his random thought pattern, and some of the stories are like gold.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, he has a lot of stories to tell. I know that much, and he's always been the kind of guy that makes everybody laugh and feel at ease, you know. And he still has that quality about him, and that's good. As far as what he's told you guys about himself, I don't even want to know.
Oh man, oh man, yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? You know, all you gotta do is go back a few shows and see which ones he's on, and you will
Yeah.
learn some things.
Every show is a revelation.
Every show is a revelation.
Well, I'm gonna take this time. I'm gonna take this time to say what's up to him, wherever you're at, Mello. Hey,
He
good
was
to see
supposed
ya.
to come down and hang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna actually. We're gonna play with Maldita Vecindad on Sunday, and we're gonna have him come out again because it just felt natural, and he's such a showman and
Oh, yeah.
you know that he really, you know, the people get, you know, hyped up when they see him come out and do his thing. So I think we're gonna have him again, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah, he knows how to put on shows. I mean, he's been doing it a long time, and
Yeah.
he's always had that.
that charisma.
That
He instantly
charisma.
walks out, and
That's why he
command
says what he
attention.
says.
Yeah,
It's his pleasure to speak his mind.
yeah,
loves it.
he owns it. That is
Yeah.
a
Oh, yeah.
fact.
He's a good storyteller.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I complimented him on that. the
Oh,
other
oh,
day.
man,
Like,
you gotta
know what?
hit-
Just listening to him talk. He's always articulating himself in a really interesting fashion, and he commands the crowd's attention.
That's all I'm saying.
You would have
But he
loved this
delivers.
story the other day, bro.
Start a little segment, Mello's Moments. You know
No
what I
shit,
mean?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here another one.
There it is.
There
Just
you
gave
go.
him
Hey,
a
he
$1
was-
billion idea.
he was telling us a Prince story that blew my mind. Right?
Really?
Has he ever told you the Prince story?
I don't know. You have to remind me.
He said he used to have Prince was a fan, right? And he met Prince with Maury Alexander. You know, that was his
Oh yeah,
former manager.
Maury, yeah.
And he said that Prince used to fly him and Maury out places to come check out certain things, and that he was an actual fan. And he came to a couple of shows and was like hanging out background, but just didn't say anything, and said that he loved the group and all this other shit. Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
blew my mind. At first, I thought he was bullshit. I'm like, come on, Mello, stop it. And he was like, oh, man, for
Yeah.
real.
Well, that's crazy, man. No, I don't think he's ever told me that. If he did,
Ask him to tell you that
yeah,
story.
I must
And
have.
then we're going to compare stories.
Yeah, if he did tell me, I must have been stoned out of my mind and don't remember. But
No,
You
but the TJ story he told the other day was
he didn't tell the TJ story.
he told the
He
TJ
did.
story. son. You know the TJ
I know
story?
that story. Yeah.
He told the TJ story, dog.
Oh my god.
I totally forgot about the TJ story.
Oh man.
And he was like, you were there? I'm like, no, I don't remember being there.
That's when we used to go to TJ just to hang out and get buzzed and party for a while. And I wasn't there on that particular trip, but when I got back, I heard about it. Not that it was somebody else, but that's cool. You know, everybody was young and wild, and you know, whatever happened, happened. I guess.
The way he said it, the way he led into it, and then the punchline at the end, the other day was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I bet, man.
And then, for the rest of the show,
He had to deal with it.
He sure did.
Yeah. I mean, within himself.
Yeah.
Nobody was really giving him too much shit, even though Cali Blaze, that was like a field day for him. He was just trying to load up on all that, but he handled himself well.
Yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah.
It was a dark club. It was in the dark. Motherfuckers was drunk.
He loves that shit.
And hey, it was mysterious.
I wasn't there, so
Dude.
I wasn't there, but I could only imagine a dark club in TJ. Anything
All
could
right,
go down.
so-
Yeah, I'm thinking there's a lot of missing parts here. I'm not getting what's
Kemo.
happening in here. Tell me
All
the
right,
story.
so
I
I'll
wanna hear it.
explain the story. This Dave heard it because he was here and he said he was in the club, and it's a dark club in TJ, and it's one of those clubs where there's some, women there to talk to, right? Not just meet, but talk to type of thing, right? And he says he starts talking to this chick, and one thing leads to another. They're kissing and all this other shit, and then she says, "Hold up, I'll be right back. I gotta go use the restroom or whatever the fuck, or I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back." He's sitting there waiting, and the chick never comes back. And he's sitting there waiting, and he notices his necklace is gone. And so now he knows he got. So he asked the security guy, "Hey, that chick that I was sitting here talking to, she coming back? Where'd she go?" And he says the security dude leaned over and said, "That's not a chick."
All right.
And so
Bati boy.
yeah, so Mello in that moment recognized that he got for his chain, and it wasn't a chick. And then after he said this story, after he said that, he said something after that was fucking hilarious. But yes, the club was dark. He was loaded, couldn't tell in the dark apparently, and that was the gist of the story. That a lady boy ran off with his fucking chain.
Well, he had the balls to tell the story.
And he told the story.
You know what I mean?
No one asked him. No one asked him. The story was, okay, it all stemmed from a conversation about going to Thailand. He wants to go back to Thailand or go to Thailand and hang out and, deal with the chicks down there. And Cali Blaze was telling him, "Hey, man, you got to be careful over there because Asians got soft features and you can't tell, bro." And Mello was like, "Nah, man, I got the fucking promoter out there that he knows all the real ones and he's not going to take me to. But, if I'm keeping it 100, it all went from that to, but if I'm keeping it 100, there was one time." And that's how it popped off.
Mellow man.
Very organic, and we did not peel it out of him. He just decided to tell us it was gold.
Yeah.
And that inspired Mentiroso.
And that inspired the new song coming up called Mentiroso.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What up?
Oh, man, that shit.
Nice down.
Your brother, man, he's crazy. But, I mean, yeah, he had the balls to fucking sit here and say that and be like, yeah, it happened to me. I didn't know. And he didn't, because you and I know Mello. That's not something that he would go for at all if he knew.
No, not of course not. He's always a girl chaser and a bit wild at some points, but
Yeah, he wasn't looking at the toes that
yeah.
day.
he wasn't looking at those.
Not camel toes.
No. No. Guys' feet and girls' feet are two different feet. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so after this show, you guys are planning to do more shows? The ones that after the one you just did? Because that was like the first one out of the box.
Yeah, well, we definitely want to do more shows, but, all working around, my schedule with our schedule with Cypress Hill, and then Kemo's performances where, he goes and does his thing. So we just have to pick and choose the day and the correct dates that work for all of us, for everybody involved. But definitely, we want to do more things, and we'd love to perform in Mexico and South America and Argentina and all those places, Costa Rica, wherever we can. People that want to bring us out, we'll definitely consider it and and if the stars align, you know, then we'll go out there and rock and roll.
And the album is perfect for all those places.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
you know, they're appreciating hip hop on another level, and they're making hip hop over there in these places. So when guys like you two get together, oh man, hell yeah, it's gonna be a fucking splash when y'all get down there.
Yeah, you know, we were talking the other day, and we were just talking about how far Latino hip hop has come from, you know, from the early days when we first got in the game in the '90s and the early '90s, and there was groups back then hanging around doing things, but now it just seems like the whole musical style has just vamped up, and kids are going for it, and they're expressing themselves very artistically, and you know, their lyrics are, you know, to another level, and they're really, you know, they're masters of the Spanish language, and it's and to tell you the honest truth, I find it to be inspiring to hear this, to see this, and kids going for it, and you know, we're just trying to add, you know, our little mix and flavor into the pot, as it will, and you know, we come up with we started doing songs a couple of years back, and then it turned into something when we had a little bit more. But I think overall the desire to want to do something together was the last thing for me and Kemo to try, because we've done, you know, a song here for this, a song for his record, this and that. You know, we Delinquent Habits and everything we've been on and together and everything. And I think the last thing for us to do was to put a little jam together and give it a name, and you know, and go out and put a record out and try to do some things together. And here we are.
Hell yeah. And I think that was a great decision, because y'all sound good together. And then, you know, obviously the connection through the history, you know what I mean? And all those things that you worked on together, you know, so it makes sense. Doesn't feel forced. It feels really organic.
Yeah,
In that
I
sense.
agree with that 100%.
You know, and it is what you said, right? Like from the time that we started, you know, popping off our Spanish shit to now, there's so many other Spanish rappers that are fucking skilled, like
yeah.
bad motherfuckers dropping bars, cadences, styles. The lyricism is incredible, and keeping up and competing with that. That, you know, being that, and I've said this in a few interviews, like, you know, cats like us, we didn't grow up in the Spanish school system where we learned all the things the way we learned English here, because they primarily focus on speaking English here.
Yeah.
So we know Spanish at a basic level if we learn it at school. Most of us learned it at home, just speaking to our parents or brothers and sisters, but we're not educated in the language. So we tend to have to work harder at it than they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always impressed with when it's coming from like the motherlands, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's first language, they're speaking Spanish. And like Sim was saying, it's evolved so much that they're so articulate, you know, the rhyme schemes are there, the styles there, the production's there. Their vocabulary is
Ridiculous.
on another
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
When I talk about this all the time. When I talk about my level of Spanish, I would say it's probably like 6th grade level.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Same.
You know what I mean? But when you know it, like from the country itself, and you're from there, the level of vocabulary is something else. You know what I mean? And so now, being as good as it is, I like to look at that and, in a way, kind of challenge myself and go like, okay, if you're going to do this in Spanish, you have to be able to be as good
Right.
as what's coming out, or you better have like some really cool stylistic kind of way of doing your thing meshed in with some English or whatever, and go, all right, here's what I do. I'm a master at this bilingual thing.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna throw in a little bit of Spanish, you know, I love for it to have a lot of style, or really come correct on a lyrical level. You know, I don't think there's any room to just kind of mail it in anymore.
Yeah, you cannot.
Right.
People will know if you're mailing it in, you know, because there's just, again, the level of you know, quality fucking rappers in the language now is like, you know, before you could count them. Now you can't count them.
Yeah. But I love that about it. I feel
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, you've probably heard it many times. I'm sure we've all heard it many times, that there's a lot of stuff that we did early on that inspired a lot of people.
Yeah.
Which is a cool thing to hear.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I like to let them know back. It's like, well, you cats inspire me now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm listening to what you're doing, and I'm like, shit, that shit is dope. I
That part.
gotta come correct.
That part, you kind of got to listen to it to know where the fuck you got to be, right? Because if you come with too old of a style on this shit now, with the way guys are flexing, the men and women, because the chicks are
Yeah.
badass rappers too.
Indeed.
If you ain't like listening to the flexes that are happening there's no way you can exist in that lane, to like compete.
Right.
You have to actually listen to what's out there instead of saying, okay, I don't care what's out there. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna do what I do.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah, and when you do that, that's the first way you fuck yourself, because you have to know what's out there. Always know what the competition is.
Yeah.
That sort of fucked a lot of groups out of progressing and evolving, because they weren't listening to anyone else, and they thought what they were doing was it.
Yeah.
And you got to know that, like, you're just part of it. There's many parts of it, and if you don't pay attention, the other its are gonna fucking jump out in front of you. You know what I mean? Unless you stay open to create in a different way or have a different perspective and evolve.
Yeah.
And to keep up with what's going on out there. You don't have to do what they do,
Right.
but know where you got to be to sound as good, if not better than them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the key. You don't got to do what they do, but you do have to understand what is going on.
Yeah.
And there's a bar, and you're like, I got to at least hit this bar or be
Right.
above
Yeah.
the bar.
Yeah.
But then the trick is to take all of that and what you know and go, all right, but I'm going to do me. I'm going to do this at this level, but in my way. And I'm aware of what's going on out there, but I'm going to do it my way.
Yeah.
Right. Right. But you got to know what's happening out there. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you wake up, you think you did the thing,
Yeah.
and everybody's killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could think that, like, you could shut everything out and just be you and create you, and you think you've come up with some crazy groundbreaking shit. And because you were so shut off, someone might have, like, fucking beat you to the punch on that, and your style is kind of, it's played, and you didn't know it
Yeah.
because someone else came with some different shit that you weren't paying attention to it.
Yeah.
And that maybe listening to that someone else would have made you pivot and say, well, maybe I got to rethink my plan and
Yeah.
or revisit my vibe. I mean, there's all sorts of ways to be created. Some people are resolute on their shit, and they're standing 10 toes down on it. I don't care what anybody else does. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Win or lose. And that's a true artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, realistically, if you're redundant and you keep doing the same shit over and over and you're not willing to evolve, that's when you fuck yourself, really, I think.
I think you have to have a lot of the first part that you said,
Yeah.
which is you do your thing,
Yeah.
right? But you got to have, there has to be that component of you do have to study and know what's happening out there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I look at groups like, when I think about what you said, I'm thinking about the Beastie Boys, Outkast, Cypress. Like, you guys do your thing your way, 100%,
Yeah.
right? But it's definitely matters that you know what's going out there at the same time.
Right.
You can take that info, do the recon, come back and be like, we're going to do us.
Yeah.
We know what's going on out there.
Hell yeah.
Watch how we do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's knowing where your pocket is in this particular time frame, where music's at.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I feel the Deftones have always done that well, like always knowing where you guys are at in music, not necessarily knowing where everybody else is at. Like, where they're at, but you're not doing anybody else but you. You know what I mean? And it's not everybody has that ability. They're always chasing a sound or chasing something, right? And you guys always just made your sound. You didn't chase nobody's shit. And I think that's a big difference. And it's not like you guys shut everybody else off to do this, because I know you listen to a fuckload of shit
Yeah.
while you're being creative. You're not just like, oh, it's just Deftones right now.
I love new music too, so
Yeah.
I like stuff that's coming out.
Yeah.
I like to hear, like, damn, where was I when that happened?
I think you get inspired, man. You
Yeah.
know?
Dude, I'll say Steph Tone is one of the people in my life I am so thankful for, because around here for all these years, he's introduced us to so much new music. Like, he'll come in one Friday and just be like, I'll be like, oh, what's this? He'll be like, oh, it's this group named Sleep Token. Or, oh, it's this group Turnstile. Or, and just years ago. And we'd be like, what? Like, dude, oh man, like this man is constantly listening to all sorts of types of music, and he brings it to us, and we're all like, yeah, or what the fuck is this?
I think if you're an artist, period, you have to have that mentality. You should anyway. You should be open, like in that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But everybody has their way of doing it. Some people like to totally shut everything out. Like, I don't care what this artist or that artist is doing. I'm just gonna do me.
There's times and places for that, but
There is,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
generally, I mean, you should be open.
yeah,
Always open. Like, as DJs, we have to constantly listen to stuff, and we even listen to stuff that we don't like. Or they just call it, checking the temperature, just seeing what's out there, what people are going crazy for, or what people are not going crazy for, and like, then you add in, you go, okay, cool. Well, I know that if they like this, okay, cool. Like, all right, good to know.
yeah, man.
You can apply it.
It's good to know where you're at.
Yes.
Just saying.
Sometimes you can go wild on them, and other times you're like, I better just give them the hits.
I mean, look, here's the other thing. Listening to everybody's shit, right now, or who people think is popping or whatever, you listen to all that shit, that gives you a chance to say, I'm not doing any of that.
Yeah.
I like what I'm hearing from certain things, but I'm not doing any of this. So now I know where I'm not going.
Well, if you're trying to be seen, definitely don't do what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
That's the worst you could do.
Right.
Well, you want to be original.
Yeah.
That's why and unique. That was the cool thing about 90s hip hop and early 2000s. Everything was fucking unique. And
Yes.
now there's a lot of cookie cutter shit where it's like, well, and we were just talking about this the other day where people follow and chase hits of others. Like they'll go to the producer and say, I want to sound like this fucking guy right here. I want a song like this. This one's #1 right now. Make me something like that. That's chasing the fame, chasing the hit. And, there's an art to that in itself. But,
Yeah.
man, that's what has made this shit so generic. Whereas back in the 90s, no one wanted to have the same sound or the same type of song. Everybody was like specifically not trying to be called the biter.
Oh,
You know?
for sure.
Right.
Like, like everyone back then strived to be the greatest. They everything always strived to sound different. And you were always more like you were always more receptive to stuff that was way different than that or that, but they were all your favorites at the time. You know what I mean? Like, and that was a great thing about like 90s hip hop is that everyone was trying to find that break first, that sample first, and then, like that cadence first, or this, like it was like we were still treading new ground.
Yeah. To come back to the point is that us as like guys that, I mean, Sandog was born in Cuba, but pretty much raised here, and you were born and raised here, right? Mm-hmm. Again, our Spanish is limited in comparison to the others that are out there that are now like the stars and, the fucking bar spitters. So we have to listen to them to know how good we got to be able to be in this whole fucking lane with them now. Because it's their lane now. We may have planted the seeds for it and started it, with others like Mello, who did the first Spanish-speaking song, which is Mas Pingon, right? And then you follow up with fucking Tres X, you know what I mean? And then others come with their shit. I mean, there was only so many of us doing it at the time. And now there's like a fuckload that are fucking fully advanced. You know what I mean? And so we'd only do ourselves justice to listen and pick up on what they're doing. Not do what they do,
Right.
but just listen to see where they're at so we know where we got to be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That to be inspired by that. I think it was always, like you're saying, it was always about distinguishing yourself.
Yeah.
In the 90s for sure.
Yeah.
That was always the thing. I think everybody at this table, that was we all felt like that's a must. Got it. Even within the camp, everybody still had their own sound. Yeah. That was important. We come out and we're doing records that are bilingual, some Spanglish, some all in Spanish. Perfectly imperfect Spanish, so to speak, right? But it got embraced on a global level from every Spanish-speaking country because I think they also recognized that just the fact that we were Latinos and doing it in ese idioma, they're like, I feel that connection.
Yeah.
And just like you do on the streets here, you might walk into a liquor store or somebody you're talking to, and there's a language barrier that you recognize right away. And when you flip that switch and you're like, we're gonna do this in Spanish, oh my God, it's over. Like it's all love, it's all like embrace. I'm gonna help you. You know what I mean? And I think the fact that the music had that Spanish in it, it transcended borders.
Oh, yeah.
It opened it up. I mean, it was a big plus for us.
Well, you think about it, right?
Global level because of the language.
Yeah, I mean, think about it like this, right? Music is universal, so people that just like the sound of it, even if they don't understand it, they're going to be listening to it, right? And that's what it was in a lot of the Spanish-speaking countries with the first album. You know, we got fans in those countries based on that first album. We just had sprinkles of Spanish in there, like Tres X and Latin lingo that was Spanglish and things like that. That was like them hearing like the possibilities. Like, oh shit, they.
Well, you were Latino also, though.
Yeah.
And there's that.
Yeah. We were also Latino, but it was showing the possibilities to others, right? Like, you know, the way Mello did, the motherfucker, you know, hit off Mas Pingon and Mentirosa. That spawned the whole generation of motherfuckers to come after it, to like do the style in their own ways. They didn't necessarily copy him, but they saw what he was doing and did their version of it. And then, you know, to us coming in with the raw hip hop appeal and knocking it down in the mainstream with that shit, and then them like hearing the English and being a fan of that, but when they got the Spanish, they're like, oh shit, this is in our language. Fuck, we could do this. If they could do this, they barely know half of the shit we know in this language. We could do this too.
Right.
And then, you know, later on you get reggaeton, which is rappers, you know, like becoming a part of this new genre. And then, yeah, I mean, you still had motherfuckers rapping in Spanish in other places, but it was just like a handful here and there. You had Control Machete out there
Of course,
doing things and a few others. But most of the first Spanish rappers outside of the shit that we were doing over here was in reggaeton, right? And now you hear more traditional hip hop with motherfuckers doing Spanish, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely come
off.
back to that.
It's come back to that for
the
sure.
lyricism, just hip hop approach first, I guess you could say.
Not every guy likes reggaeton. They
That
need
is
that
true.
fucking raw hip hop
That is
shit.
true.
You know what I mean? So like when they appreciate when there's a dope rapper fucking popping it off in Spanish, I think. And you know, I think the fact that we were there, you know, our groups planting the seeds, when we now come back to it, I think there's an appreciation level, even though there's all these other rappers out there doing it on a big level, but they still come back to us in these times when we say, okay, we're going to put one out there now.
Yeah. It's definitely recognized. You know, they always come back and look to right here. You know, like a lot of artists do. You already know that. You guys have inspired so many artists around the world. A lot of Latino artists, no matter where you go, fans, artists alike, they always look to Cypress as, you know, planted that seed and made us aware of the possibilities. And I think you guys did that for a lot of groups around the world, and definitely right here in the States, you know that. So we looked at Cypress as like, damn, like there was a big, what the fuck is this about? Like about what you guys did too, because it was so different.
Yeah.
That it was like, I when I first heard your guys' shit, I was like, I had to rewind it a few times because I couldn't really catch your like flow at first. I'm like, damn, this shit's so different. Like, what the fuck is he saying? You know what I mean? So I had to, you know, flip it a few times, but it was so unique that it made a lot of people understand that it could be done differently than what we were accustomed to. We already know there was other music out there, but it wasn't, you know, and if it had Latino kind of stilo to it, or Chicano rap, or rap en español, or, you know what I mean? There's subgenres that all of a sudden started to develop. But initially, when you guys first came out, it was done in such a different fashion that it was like, this is not what we've been used to hearing. And then we were able to see how it transcended genres and to not just hip hop, but then it went to they started calling it like alternative hip hop, and then there was,
Yeah.
you know, rock, rap. Like, but you guys were in every pocket of that, and what I think what made that, at least from my perspective, what made it possible was just that it was such a unique production, such a unique style, such unique imagery that you guys put forward that it kind of changed the whole game to where even other rap groups that we knew about what they all wanted a piece of that. Like, wait a minute, what is Cypress doing? They doing it like this. Oh, dude, they're rocking skulls and stuff now. And boom, they're doing like this rock kind of feel going on, or this obscure, crazy sample. And next thing you know, some of my other favorite rappers were wanting to kind of emulate that a little bit. It was very noticeable to me. I was like, oh, they weren't sounding like that before. They want this. They want a little bit of that alternative edge now.
Yeah, Muggs had a vision
Yeah.
in the way he produced this. He didn't want it to have any specific sound that you could tie it down. You know what I mean? Like, he just wanted it to be hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Foremost.
I think that's what made it easy for Sen and I to get down on it. You know what I mean? That like it wasn't trying to be what Frost was over there or Mello or anybody else. It was just us. But that was like hip hop in that point. Everybody had their own sound. Public Enemy had their own sound. Ultramagnetics had their own sound. EPMD,
Man.
all the greats, the Beastie Boys, they had a sound. And
Third base.
And so Muggs, you know, paying attention to all that shit, it was about, I'm going to create a vibe and a sound, and we're going to fucking go from there. And it made it shit. I mean, we were all throwing ideas in, so it made it easy. You know what I mean? And we all were into every fucking thing. You know what I mean? I think that's why we were able to swing in all those pockets you were talking about, because we were into every fucking thing. I mean, very competitive, too.
Well, you think about production, like the producers at that time or artists that are of a certain age now. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
So we got the opportunity to grow up listening to a lot of music, right?
Yeah.
Other genres where a younger artist, at least some that I've met and talked to, I've heard some artists say, like, I only listen to rap, only.
Yeah.
I don't just listen to hip hop only.
Yeah.
I was there once upon a time.
You know,
Yeah.
But a lot of artists, a lot of producers, you know, from way back then, we have that experience of other genres.
Yeah.
Therefore,
Yeah.
we're influenced by some rock. I might get inspired by a Beatles lyric that gave me a melody that I might throw in a song. Things like that. I think that only comes from being open to listening to different genres.
Oh yeah.
It's that thing we were talking about earlier. You got to be open enough to listen to the other shit, to be able to find a gem in it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then it pretty much accelerates your growth from that inspiration.
Look at Method Man. Hey, you get off my cloud. He was talking about that recently. I saw a clip where Meth was talking about where he got that from.
Yeah.
Because that we all knew, right? I'm sure when you heard that, you
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
knew what the influence was.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
a lot of people didn't, because
Yeah.
they were just tunnel vision hip hop only.
Straight up. What were you gonna say, Steph?
Oh no, I already forgot.
Oh,
But it was, but it
That's
was
that
it
weed
was-
shit.
No, it was really kind of just more of an echo of what you were already saying.
yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, look at KRS-One, right? He's singing Beatles shit on some of those first joints, taking the Beatle cadence and flipping the words. And you know, if you don't really pay attention, you don't know that he's got that particular singing part from the Beatles or Paul McCartney or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Which tells you
What
that
tells
he was
you
listening
he was
to that,
listening to different shit.
and which is should be open to that.
Yeah, I mean, music's universal. You know, they label it and all that shit, and then you become a fanatic of that particular genre, and you don't want anything else. I could tell you for a while I was a fanatic to hip hop, and I would not listen to anything else. But before I got into hip hop, I was listening to so many different things. But you know, hip hop made me feel like this is our shit, right? So we got to fucking
Yeah.
support it 1,000%. So fuck everything else.
Well, I mean,
Right
you got
now.
to do that. I get
I
into that.
think
pocket,
we all did
you know?
that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
We all did that. But then as we grew, we learned, oh shit, I remember that. That was dope. And then it starts opening up other shit.
Yeah.
And you realize, oh fuck, man, I should have been open this whole time. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Imagine all the music before we started recording all the music.
Oh,
Like
I
there
thought
was
of that.
There was just music. Like people were making music. There was no recordings.
Yeah, just
you
make
didn't
it.
know the lyrics. You know
Imagine
what I
all the bands that jammed and
Yeah.
had killer.
And never
sets-
recorded any
Never
of it.
recorded any of it,
Yeah.
dude. Like some of the most things we would all probably just.
mean? Yeah,
That's
no,
all. That's
no
all.
recording.
That's all the big band guys. Like fucking, when Sinatra was like in a big band and all those guys, they played so many shows and only maybe one or two got recorded, but not the way we record it today, where every
Separated.
instrument's separated and individualized. It was all just boom, record the whole fucking thing.
I'm just saying the majority of recorded music is the smallest part of it.
Yeah,
Like, right.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
so much more that no one even hears.
Dude, there's bands that are playing right now that are only playing for themselves, or they're rehearsing, or no one's hearing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right now, at this very second.
or it's a good song that's gonna go absolutely nowhere.
Oh, the worst, right? Oh man, that's
Yeah,
the worst.
smash.
Let me say this. There's plenty of talented songwriters out there that have written some great songs that you're never going to hear.
There's a lot of talent. Everything
Unfortunate.
out
That's
there.
deep.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, like there are people that are doing some of the most incredible beats that you would ever hear that you're never gonna hear.
Never gonna hear it.
Like that is wild. Like there's some lyricists out there that are just.
singers,
Singers.
rappers, any players of any instruments. There's some people that are just very talented at this thing, but they don't maybe have the rest of it, or there's not a door of opportunity for them to walk through.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Or there's no one to push them and say, hey, that's a really good fucking song. You should maybe sell it or record it yourself or something. It's just like this. They wrote it for themselves.
Yes.
And their family might hear it, or one of the friends might hear it, but it's probably one of the best songs ever wrote, and you ain't never going to hear it. Better than a Taylor Swift song. If Taylor Swift had it, she would record it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the scenario, right? There's plenty of, in the sports world, right? How many fucking talented motherfuckers that you know that could have went pro, had all the abilities, all the skill set, all that, but didn't go.
They were only playing at
Yeah.
only playing at the park on the weekend.
They wasn't ready for the next level of.
And we seen some of that in our friends, because we had friends that were really good athletes and fast guys and everything, but their mentality wasn't about that. They were just having fun with it.
They had a job.
But you could see that this homeboy has a higher athletic
Ability.
than the rest of us. And I was like, but it is what it is, and you just go on ahead and do what we got to do. But you're very right. And some of the best guitar players and singers. Like
Yep.
I was once watching a show on TV called Cops, and they went down because some kids were jamming in a house and they were making a lot of noise, and neighbors called the cops on them. And when they walked in there with the cameras, I'm like, oh man, that's a groove right there.
They were killing it.
And the cops were telling them, stop playing. You can't play anymore. You got to stop. And I was like, man, those kids right there that I remember were really talented, but I never heard from them. I never saw them. Maybe they did come out with a different or whatever. But my point is that they never were able to do their thing, because I thought it could be a big thing. But I think it's agreeable that the best sounds and the best singers and guitar players and drummers are some people that we've never heard of before. Somebody that's playing Friday night at the neighborhood bar just to keep his chops warm.
That homie's party.
Yeah.
Hey, look, right now on some basketball court across the world, because now basketball's a global sport.
Right.
There is a bad motherfucker that's better than anybody in the NBA, including LeBron, but you ain't never gonna see him.
You don't want to
Man.
be in the NBA.
Or either he don't want to, or he never had the opportunity to be in a position for people to notice
That too.
this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that is the reality of it, unfortunately. So we're all blessed.
For sure.
We're all fucking blessed because
Absolutely.
the doors opened for us, and we walked through that and met the moments as we were supposed to. But there's a lot of talented motherfuckers out there that we'll never see, unfortunately. And they're meant to do this, but for some reason, you know, one reason or another, the door of opportunity doesn't open for them, or they close the door themselves on it.
Yep.
That's
There's a lot
the
of
reality
layers
of
to
it.
that. It's true. A lot of layers to it.
So get on your shit and stay on it. Don't be a lazy fuck. You know, meet the moment, create the momentum, and go to it, because it ain't gonna come to you. You're lucky if you do. That's like winning the lottery if it came to you. But you got to put that work in. That's
You'd already had to have the hit for it to come to you.
right.
It wasn't without the hit, it wasn't coming.
Word. I see you got a couple of the CDs down there for
Yes, I did. I brought some. I think last time I was here,
Yeah.
I didn't have the physicals.
yeah.
So
Because we're giving away some shit today, and we're gonna give one of these away along with. So today, if you hashtag Cypress in the super chat, you put yourself in position to win Dios Bendiga album by Cypress Hill, Negros de la Raza,
La Pura Neta.
La Pura Neta, and this here vinyl of the Serial Killers album that just landed.
Serial killers.
You know what I'm saying?
Killer.
We giving
Great
away
cover.
all this today. You got to, you know, for your chance to win, hashtag Cypress in the super chat, and you automatically put yourself in position. All right. We're going to be doing the winners at the end of the show. So make sure you stay logged in, logged on. And if you're not, you know, signed into your account, sign the fuck in and give yourself a chance, because it's very dope, all these pieces that we're giving away. We might even throw some extra special shit in there for you. I don't know. It just depends how y'all act today. Know what I'm saying? But did you know it is National Fantasy Football Draft Day? Do you do the fantasy football?
I do not.
I didn't think you do.
I've been asked to do it, but I don't know anything about it, to tell you the honest truth.
How about you, Kemo?
No, I don't do it. I know it's big business. I know a lot of people get into it, but I do not.
Yeah, I don't do it either. I know Steph Tone.
No.
Yeah. It would have surprised me if you said yes. I don't even got to ask you, C-minus.
What do you
He
mean?
said,
Honest is huge,
I'm
isn't
genius at fantasy football.
Imaginary Sports Ball League draft day?
It's an imaginary team, right? Basically,
Yeah.
you're putting together a
You're,
team.
yeah, you compile all your favorite players from any era, right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, shit, any era.
I don't think it's any era.
Oh, is it? Okay,
it's,
so
it's like
current.
of the teams
current,
right now.
like of the current.
That would be funny if someone who was not interested in football, didn't know much about it, came and picked all the fucking winners. That would be a movie right there.
It's all basically statistics.
Come on, C-minus, you got this.
Stats.
Don't even go by stats. Just guess.
Just guess, dude.
Just guess. Random guesses.
Oh man, the pressure.
Hey, you know, when you go to the horse races, you just be betting on names.
Yeah,
Names and
that
numbers.
part.
Pretty much.
That's how I
yeah,
do
that's
it.
A lot of people
very
do.
cute.
Them motherfuckers don't know how to read the stat sheet.
Some people do, but yeah, not me.
Yeah.
It was all just like, that name looks interesting. Shit looks pretty fast.
Even then, even if you know how to run the stat sheet, you still can't predict which motherfucker's going to come in. You're only guessing.
Name,
Yeah.
number, color, and lane that they're in. That's about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Did you know it's National Spumoni Day?
Spumoni.
Ooh. I would have some.
Okay,
I wouldn't have a lot, but I would have some.
that's a nice little sliver right there.
A
Actually,
little sliver of it's all
You know
Sliver.
what I mean? Like that's-
Sliver's good.
Yeah, sliver's great. You get a little taste for it.
Can't have a big old fucking
You can't have half the cake.
can't have a Pedro piece. You know what I'm saying? Pedro would take that. No, I'm just kidding. I should have said Trace because he's Sweet Tooth. Mr.
yeah.
Sweet Tooth. You know what I'm
Doobie,
saying?
too. Doobie take a one.
Oh,
Doobie.
yes. Even more so than Sweet Tooth. Doobie. His teeth are actually made of sugar. And did you know National Senior Citizens Day is today? So, you know, Trace can go to Denny's and get that senior meal today. You know what I'm saying? And they will appreciate him.
Hey, senior citizen is what, 55 and up, right?
Yeah, we're there.
I've been trying to
Yeah.
get to Denver
We're
for
there.
a year.
We're almost. I'm on.
I have not been to Denny's to, like, you know, encounter this discount.
I gotta go get my.
I have not
save
either,
my tax.
but I know it's available at this point now.
You gotta show. You have to show your ID. They're not gonna believe you're 56.
Yeah,
Me,
isn't it like a
56?
cool
Yeah.
acronym or something?
Oh, no, I'm
It's
older
like
than that.
I know that, but they're not gonna believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
won't believe it.
They're gonna be
And
like,
You might even get carded.
they're like,
for
come on,
alcohol.
you're 45, dude.
Oh, that's good. Keep it up.
And speaking of senior citizens, I I saw my father yesterday, mine and Melo's dad, is 93 years old.
Wow.
And thriving, doing well. And it was good to see Pops, and he says his hello to you, Lou, and to all the guys. And he keeps track of us through social media, whatever. Believe it or not, he does know how to how to look for us. And
he's better than you, huh?
Yeah, salute to Pops. 93 years old and just loving life right now. So we should all be so lucky.
So we were having a conversation with Mello the other day because he was talking about like that he's trying to get back into working out and stuff like that because one of his homies came and told him, "Hey, you're not photographing well." He told us this, right? Another one of his admissions, right? So he was like talking about getting back into it and the difficulties. And I said, hey, look, check this out. It's in your genetics, right? Your father's was that guy. I said, like, he is one of the look. Your mother and father gave me two things that my parents gave me. I got this from the Reyes family. One was my spirituality and faith through your mother.
Amen.
Right? Amen, and rest in peace. The other thing was that your father at our age right now was ripping.
Was ripped.
Zero body fat, was in the gym, diet locked in. I said that left a huge impression on me in comparison to what I was seeing with my father.
Yeah.
And I took care. I've tried to maintain myself based off of seeing how your father was doing it. And, I was trying to give him the lift up. Like, this is in you. I mean, because I told him how much you work out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you know that I think the dedication that my dad had to physical fitness during all those years is the reason why he's thriving now in his 90s because he took great care of his body. And if you remember, we were on Cypress in the backyard where we had all the weights set up, and Melo would come through and work out with us. And he was a guy that could work out for 15, 20 minutes and get the look.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm done already. But we were back there still for an hour and a half, And he always had that great DNA about him. And I know that he could get it back. He could do whatever he wants. You know what I mean? He's just, give the Patron a little rest for a while.
I think the Patron and the sweets, because we were telling him, he was like every now and then I'll have a sugar sandwich. I'm like, what?
Whoa!
That's old school from
oh, man.
That's old school from Cuba. We didn't have a latte, but sometimes we had sugar and we had bread, and he would eat sugar sandwiches.
That's when he said,
Yeah,
I'm pretty much type 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he fucking said, you ever had a mayo sandwich? I'm like, a mayo sandwich? He goes, yeah, just mayonnaise. I'm like, Mello, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once we got to America, he stepped it up, a sugar sandwich with
Cinnamon.
no, with
Syrup.
pancake syrup.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
dude, that was
that
my
is-
family.
That is fully lit.
That's an Aries for you, bro.
Yeah.
That's an Aries. Every Aries I know was a sugary motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Him included. He's probably the sugariest. Him and Gator. Remember
Yeah.
Gator? This dude would have to drink like a 12-pack of Cokes every day.
Wow.
Whoa,
He
man.
needed that sugar. He wanted it.
Woo!
That's 2 pounds.
And bro, and he was skinny as sun, bro. He never gained any of that weight. It was just metabolism fucking burning it right the fuck off.
Yeah. He had a lot of energy, like all day energy.
Yeah, he's drinking Cokes all day.
Gator.
Yeah.
Gator Harris.
Caffeine, sugar.
Gator Harris. Hope all is well, Gator, if you're listening. Miss you, brother.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, but yeah, we were just was just trying to let Mello know, hey, he's got this. If he just hunkers down, dials in the diet, and starts doing a little bit of activity, it totally snap right the fuck in. It's totally within the genetics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing with him is that, he likes to party and he likes to hang out and sometimes hang out late and things like that. But,
Always
these are
that
all
last
corrections
night?
that you can make, you know what I mean?
He said, yeah. He's like, yeah, man. Even though I went to sleep at 3 a.m. last night, I woke up to go to the gym. I'm like, Mello, you need rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
You try to do it all night, son.
Well, I hope he could do what, makes him happy, makes him feel good. So
Yeah. Yeah.
We
No,
should
he's living his best life, man.
That's what's up.
And he's out there killing it on stage. He came out there with y'all impromptu. He came out there with us impromptu. We didn't rehearse none of that, and it just it just seemed natural. I'm referencing OC, the show in OC, and then the ones you guys.
That's the old showman, that we learned as kids, like just to be ready to go. You know what I mean? No matter what happens. A lot of the times that we did get on the mic, it was somebody told us a few minutes before, like, hey, I can let you guys MC in 10 minutes. Boom, 10 minutes, we're ready. Let's get up there and jam. And that's how, we learned that a long time ago. So, tell a guy like Mellow Man, hey, say, we're going to need you to come up and do a song today. He's like, okay, cool. Not even a big deal.
It was dope how y'all went into the little steps.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen that in a long time. That was pretty good.
Well, he remembers all those old steps that we used to do, man. He remembers all those old routines and all that thing. And sometimes and he did that also at Costa Mesa Fairgrounds when we performed, and he jumped up there with us. And next thing you know, he's doing some old 1-2 step that we used to do back in the days. And I'm like, oh, I remember that. And, but,
I got that.
Yeah. Yeah. He was it's a good thing. And I think, him having a desire to step it up that way is a good thing for him.
Word up. Listen, we went all the way around the world on National Senior Citizens Day. Salute to all y'all. Did you know it is the birthday of Count Basie, born on this day in 1904.
OG.
Count Basie.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, man, 80 years. That's tight.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And did you know it is the birthday of the legendary Kenny Rogers, born on this day in 1938. Rest in peace, Kenny.
I miss his chicken.
Kenny Rogers Roasters, man.
Yeah, hey, Kenny was a great artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did a number on his face on that facelift, but
yeah, man.
he didn't look like Kenny Rogers no more. He looked like Lenny Rogers and shit, like Kenny's cousin Lenny. And shit. Did you know? It is the birthday of Steve Smith of Journey, born on this day in 1954.
Yeah, the drummer. He's sick, dude. Listen to them Journey records, man. He got chops.
Journey was a dope band for sure. Still is.
Hell yeah.
They're still out there doing shit, or was.
No, they're still out there.
Well, no, I think the singer that replaced Steve Perry has now gone his own way.
Really?
I think I heard something like that too.
Are they doing the final?
They might be. They should call Steve Perry right now. If they're doing the final shit, he don't want to be touring. He never did.
Yeah.
Oh, they brought all that up.
If it's just for some like final, hey, we're just gonna do a few shows, he should totally do it. That shit will sell out in minutes because Steve Perry can still sing his ass off.
Stadium.
Yeah.
I feel like Steve Perry does still do shows though. He just don't do them with them.
He's like you. He likes to do local shit. He ain't trying to travel nowhere anymore.
Yeah.
Did you know, in 1967, Serge Tankian was born. Tankian, sorry. Tankian.
Fish.
He's killing it right now with Tom Morello, man. They got some new shit together. It is fucking awesome. And this motherfucker's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's one of the best. Dude.
Yes.
Dude,
his delivery on songs and his abilities just ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
And he's a good guy. Serge is a very good guy, man. Salute to Serge. He kills it. Tom kills it, and then he goes out there with the band.
Yeah.
And then kills it with them. He's just a killer.
Yeah.
They got a project out, or they're performing live?
No, well, I think they're doing both. They just released a song, and they're doing selected performances together. You know what I'm saying? But you never know if a tour is birthed from this, because those are two bad motherfuckers getting down together. Did you know, on this day in 1997, Oasis released Be Here Now.
Oh, this is a great record.
I like the cover.
Yeah.
It's very stupid.
Oasis in their most cocaine-fueled chaos, but it's a great record.
That's a great description. Cocaine-fueled.
Yeah, they were in it, man. This album, they were beyond. They were in it.
It
worked out for them.
But it worked out for them, and they were able to get out. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a great record.
Sweet nose, dog. Because you're into the nose candy.
Nose beers.
Sweet nose. That'd been a good nickname for a cokehead. Hey, it's Sweet Nose over there.
Sweet, yeah.
Rudolph.
Rudolph. Yeah.
Dope nose.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Did you know? On this day in 2007, Talib Kweli dropped Eardrum.
Hell yeah.
Talib.
What up, Quali?
And did you know? On this day in 2021, the legendary Don Everly of the Everly Brothers passed away. Rest in peace. The Everly Brothers were dope.
That Lost That Love and Feeling, right?
No, that's the other guys. That's Righteous Bros.
Righteous Brothers. Okay, yeah.
That's the
sorry.
Righteous Bros. This is they sang the Bye Bye Love. Bye bye love. Bye bye happiness.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hello loneliness. I think I'm gonna die.
They had that little Elvis little
Yeah, they
twang
had
right
the little
there.
yeah.
I was like, where'd you get that?
Yeah. They were the little baby Elvises, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They had big hits, those guys, the Everly Bros.
Yeah.
Yep. Dream. It's a slow song that made all the girls cream. Panties dropped, all that. Yeah.
Dream. That sound, right?
Yeah. They had songs, man.
Yeah, they had heat.
Rest in peace. Once again, super chat. Cypress the hashtag Cypress for the chance to win the vinyls and all the other music. Gonna be picking it at the end of the show, so stay with us. And did you know the Dr. Greenthumb podcast is back in the top 50? Listen to podcasts on iTunes and is available on all streaming platforms. Make sure you check us out on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen. Don't forget, drop a comment or leave a review. Don't hold out. Don't be one of those fucking holdouts, man. You fucking let them know you're fucking with your boys. I just flagged us for the rest of the show because I ramped up.
It's Friday.
Like 3 times. That was like, 3 to 4 times right there, ramped up. Salute to all y'all getting down with us. We're about to open up the Insane Asylum. That means y'all in the live chat. So if you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, we are here for it. But do us a favor and smash that like right now if you're getting down with the Dr. Greenthumb show. If you are not subscribing, subscribe. If you're not signed in, sign in and get down. You know what I'm saying? Come and join us. Share the show out to your peoples. Tell them you're rocking with the highest show in the world, all right? Now let's open the doors.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
Let's do this. Got quite a bit today.
Oh, it's so
Maria Giron, Sen and Mello put on a show at High and Outside.
Oh yeah, when we had him come to High and Outside.
I don't remember that. When was that?
In San Diego.
Oh, okay.
Petco Park.
Yeah. What about it?
He did Lowrider with us, and you guys did your little steps there, son.
Oh yeah. It's all good. It's it's a brother thing at this point. It's so we know what each other's thinking on the stage, and I think Mello's, every time we invite him to be do something with us with Cypress Hill, he's very excited, very jazzed about it, and glad that he's on stage with his original crew, and we're doing a thing like we used to do back in the day. So I love performing with him. He's a great guy, and we always do a good show together. So, and there's some footage of us there, and there he is, just going for it. Those are the 3 guys that started the movement back in Southgate back in the day when no one would believe in us and would tell us you guys need jobs. What's all this rapping stuff? You know what I mean? We didn't believe any. We didn't listen to any of them, man. We couldn't,
Y'all want to know why you're getting high? Right there.
Some of y'all.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It is fun rocking with Mello. He snaps right in.
He snaps right in, yeah.
I mean, he knows the vibe. So, all right.
All right, here we go. Arizona Desert Eagle, nice Rosario, Sandog.
Oh, thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Ya tú sabes. Every now and then, just feel like, having it around me. I always carry it with me no matter where I'm at. And today I was getting ready and I saw it in the bag and I'm like, let me throw this thing on here and feel good about myself and whatnot. So, yeah, muchas gracias. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Next one, we got Chucky's. He sends us 4 cocktail emojis. F it.
Cheers to you, bro. If I had a shot right here, I'd take it with you.
Bring it.
Next one, we got Sarah Vino. Let's go. Good luck, everyone.
Hey, real quick, salute to Karina yesterday, who splashed him out yesterday in the auction. That was savage work.
Yes.
Salute.
That.
I was so proud because they didn't know that she's a collector too.
I was laughing when I first heard her jump out. I was like, oh, come on.
That was awesome. All right.
Oh, that one's going to Canada.
Yep.
Next one, we got Medicine. Has Kemo ever seen anything paranormal?
Have you ever seen anything paranormal?
One time.
One time?
One time in the 90s, while looking in the mirror, I was really, really high. And that's not often me, really, really high. And I saw something over my shoulder while looking in the mirror in the bathroom.
Was this on the road or at home?
No, this was at home.
At home?
This was at home, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
And it was just something that just kind of took hold of me. I don't know if it was actually something that I really seen or something that I was feeling in a big, heavy way, but it got a hold of me for like 5 minutes of uncontrolled movement.
Right.
Of my arms, my hands, and emotions, and all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
That was the one and only time.
Wow. So it jumped into this whatever the energy was jumped into you.
Yeah, jumped into me, had me kind of moving my arms around in kind of trippy ways that I was like,
wow,
uncontrollably.
But did this happen often in that house, or just that one time?
It was just that one time.
So it was basically letting you know that it was there.
I guess so. Something was there.
Did you ever see anything else move around or fall off shelves or shit you couldn't explain?
No.
So it was just that, huh?
Just that.
Wow.
I don't know if there was anything really there. I probably was just really high. But that's as close as it gets for me. Right.
Wow. That's crazy, though. I mean, that you saw it over your shoulder and then it took control of you.
For a minute.
I've never had a high like that. I'm like, where's that weed? I
needed to get out. I needed to get out of it. It was just, I was either in my head a lot or something, but that was as close as it got.
Yeah, well, we talk about paranormal shit here because everybody's had an experience. Even in this building, we've had an experience, several experiences.
I've heard a lot of shit like overseas at different hotels.
Oh yeah.
Some of the hotels we were staying in early on were really, really old.
Oh yeah.
Old hotels, especially I think there's one in Amsterdam that's known for being quote unquote.
Oh yeah.
Haunted.
There's several. I mean, the Paradiso, the venue itself is supposed to be haunted.
Yeah, that's right down the way from the Milkway, right? Not too far from.
We were in Austria one time, and we were in this fucking hotel that was very old. And we had just finished having a smoke session in my room, so everybody fucked off to their own rooms, right? And this is in a hallway where, you know how you have those hallways that it's on a detection system that to conserve energy, right? They don't have the lights on all the time. It's when someone comes into the where the detection part where it triggers the light, right? And so everybody was gone, and I was in my room already for 10, 15 minutes that everybody had been gone. And I get a fucking pound on my door. And I fucking get up to go see who it is. There ain't nobody there. Not only that, the hallway's pitch black. And there's no way you were getting to my fucking room, knocking that door, and getting out of the way before I could see you. Because it was a very long hallway, and it was on that shit. The lights wouldn't have went out.
That quick.
Quick.
Once they're on, they stay on.
And I didn't hear anybody running or footsteps or any shit like that. I just opened the door. It was straight up, nothing there. And I looked down, the hallway's black as fuck.
Wow. What about
And I knew in that spot there was some shit happening.
What did you feel at that moment? Once you realized that, what did you feel?
I just kind of went back to sleep because I experienced shit like that as a kid up to that point. So I didn't let it bother me. It would just always intrigue me more than anything. I I didn't run out the room. I was just like, well, here we are, the fucking whatever that was fucked up because it woke me up.
I can't think of the name of it, but it's that big hotel in Asbury Park right by Stone Pony. That's supposed to be haunted.
Yeah.
Eagles Ballroom in Milwaukee. That's supposed to be haunted.
What's crazy is that you could ask ChatGPT where all the haunted hotels at. They'll fucking list them all for you.
Oh,
way
is
if you want
that
to-
hotel by Asbury Park, is that still there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's the old one. I forgot what it's called. I want to say it's like the Asbury Park Inn or something like that.
Because they've remodeled a lot of that area.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's way different now.
Said, Doug, have you ever seen anything paranormal?
Well, I don't know if you could call it that, but one day I fell asleep. I was on the couch downstairs in my house, and at this point, my oldest daughter, she was maybe like 2 years old or something, but she was sleepwalk, right? And as I'm falling asleep, mind you, she's upstairs, right? As I'm sleeping, something kind of like slapped me in the back, and I woke up and I'm like, let me go upstairs, go to my bed. I'm tripping, right? And as I'm tripping, there she comes, sleepwalking down the stairs, totally asleep. And I'm like, did something just warn me that she was going to be walking down the stairs by herself asleep?
Probably.
So I just grabbed her and put her back, and I was like, I'm sure I felt somebody slap me in the back right now. I'm sure. I woke up looking around like, what? Who's here? But there was nobody there.
You know what you feel, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that was, I think, probably the only time that I think anything like that came close to happening.
Probably your mom letting you know that the daughter was coming down.
No, mom was still alive back then.
Oh, she was still alive?
Yeah, yeah. So it was, I
someone
don't know what
else.
it was. Probably my grandmother or something.
Maybe your grandmother, yeah.
Something, who knows?
Word. All right, next one.
All right. Magnificent Bastards. What's up, people? I'm in it to win it.
All right. Stay in the game.
Stay in the game, man. Sykes. What's up, San? Your son Noah was my boy from back when we were working at LA Fitness, Cerritos back in the day. Taylor Mario said, what up, porfas? Gracias.
Gotcha. 10-4, we'll do that.
Fucking A. Zartan, I feel extra blessed. We got Cypress Hill and Negros de la Raza LPs in the same month, which is double Sen, dog. What a blessing. Your work is much appreciated, Sen.
Doubling up on the perro right now, dog.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Sol Asesino, orale.
Oh, we got a wide shot. How about that?
That's
Oh,
new.
there it goes right there. Bang. Hello.
How you doing?
Next one is from Sophia. Shout out to the table. Love all the new music coming out. When are you guys coming back to Northern Cali?
I think pretty soon.
Right? I think the Aftershock Festival or
Yeah,
something?
Aftershock
Yeah.
Festival, yeah.
That's coming up.
That's next month. Or is that October? Might be October.
It's September, October, one of those two.
Rocktober.
You know I do not keep up on this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
really
either,
don't.
but I know that we are going up there for something, and I think it's for Aftershock. So
We're also going up to Sacramento, or is that Aftershock?
I
That is
think that's
Aftershock.
that's
Yeah.
Aftershock, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
get your tickets and come see the hill.
Yeah.
Rosa and Ricky, happy Friday to all. Sen, love your verse on Campeones. All the album is fire. Peace.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody that supported Dios Bendiga, the project, and supported and gave us, their attention. Thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated, for all those around the world.
Bev G sends us the pirate flag, the musical bar, and the star eyes. She's starstruck, or he's starstruck.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Karina.
There she is.
Happy Funky Friday, fam. Much love to all of y'all. At San/Kemo. Is the album available on CD or vinyl? And where? Have a great weekend, y'all.
Yes. All right. So thank you very much. Yeah, the album is available on CD. You can order it at negrodelarasa.com. You can get it on there. And the vinyl is coming as well. So right now, those are pre-order, but they'll be available in hand and ready to ship soon.
Who did the artwork? It's dope.
Oh, the artwork is Dan Lish. He's a phenomenal artist out of the UK.
Yeah, he killed that shit.
Yeah, he's out there for sure. Yeah, he definitely killed it.
Yeah.
We wanted to, the art direction for the entire project, it had to be masterful, and he definitely led the way with that. And then we got also Isaac Pelayo, who did a single cover for La Pura Neta, the single. Yeah, Dan Lish.
Yeah, man, a good
Said
album.
he's English?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah, he speaks with a heavy English accent.
A good album cover is everything, man. You know,
That's
that's the draw.
it is. It is. We talked about that a little bit, yeah. And we talked. I don't think you had a chance to see it last time, but
Yeah.
now that I have it, but we were talking about just even like if you go digging through crates,
Yep.
you're looking for that dope vinyl, that cover will attract you.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's got to stand out. You know what I mean?
And the back.
Yeah,
And the back.
I know you. I was literally just like, I gotta flip it over.
One thing that I thought was always interesting on vinyls that a lot of time you'd get that final pitch where it tells you what the record was all about.
Yeah.
It kind of gives you this whole like summary of the record. And I always thought that was like having that extra person in the place to give it that final push.
Yeah.
To be like, yeah, you want this. Why? Because you just read all this. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and people need to bring they need to bring that back, I think.
Yeah.
But
But-
vinyls on CD or somehow.
But also what you all did with it too, like old school records, it was great when you had the cover and then you flipped it and it was the reverse. Like you're just looking at it from
Yeah.
the backside. Like
Right.
you know what I mean? Like where'd everybody go?
You know what people lost out in that too, most especially with hip hop. I don't know if they did this with any other genre, but was the shout outs at the end. Not the credits,
Yeah.
but like the shout outs to everybody. Everybody gave each other
All the
shout outs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All the like in the hip hop albums used to be all the like radio DJs that had dope hip hop shows, or like you were name call,
Yeah, yeah.
there was
It was a roll call of shout outs. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool, and you would be like, oh
That was pretty cool. You know what I mean?
We did not do that though.
We did not do that.
no.
We were very selfish.
Yeah, well, we were trying to be different than everybody else, and
That's
and
exactly
keep some
right.
kind of mystique about the group. You know what I mean? So
That's exactly right.
That's dope.
Nailed it.
That was a part of Muggs's vision as well. It's like we're not gonna do anything that everyone else is doing. So that was one part of it. It's like, okay, look, everybody that got down with us, they know who they are. For us to give anyone shout outs beyond that would be just,
Yeah.
yeah, and I also I also believe that music should not be just something that's a sensation to your ears and your mind. It should be like a visual effect to it as well. And as I go back and look back and think about the records that I had when I was a young kid, from like George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic to Zeppelin and Sabbath, and they all had this trippy artwork, man. Like I would spend hours looking at a P-Funk records, and the spaceship is on it and all these crazy characters, and there was just so much to look at. While I'm listening to the music, I'm looking at the vinyl, the cover of the vinyl. So I think that's, for a minute there, I think it became maybe like something that people stopped doing, like a lost art form. But I definitely believe that it should be more than a listening experience. It should be a visual thing, and that's locking you in. And one example that I give you, I forget who it was, Zeppelin or Sabbath. They did a cover with an old dude, and he had a bag of sticks on his back.
Zeppelin.
Yeah, and I'm like, what does this old man with sticks on his back have to do with
The Wizard.
Yeah.
the greatest rock and roll band of all time or whatever? But it used to mystify me to the point where I would just look at it and try to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I think I think we're going our way back there. Cypress Hill has always done that, and we've always have here or there or whenever a certain art, especially with Black Sunday, there's a lot to look at on that cover.
Yeah.
And Temple of Boom.
Temple of
Temple
Boom.
of Boom as well. Yeah,
That's like all of your guys' covers always went super well on vinyl. You know what I mean? And to everything, super exposed, you get to really see the artwork. Like Temple of Boom is like so dope. Like you could just see the detail in the art, and then with the the way it was just Man, it's an excellent cover to have on vinyl.
Yeah, that was
Right,
Pawn
thank you,
Shop
brother.
Press
Yeah.
that did that. Dante Ariola and his partner. I can't remember what his partner.
Dante
name.
Ariola. Wow, you don't remember. You don't forget anybody. You remember everybody.
Yeah.
And last name too.
Wow.
I'm the elephant.
Yeah,
And that's why 35 plus years later, y'all going strong.
that's right.
Yeah, that there's certain things that are stuck in this hard drive up here. All right, next one.
If you want to check out Negros de la Raza, it's this weekend, man.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, hell yeah.
Big
Perseus Square.
Bang.
Oh, dude.
That's right. This,
Kinky, you're going to play with Kinky? That's pretty dope.
Yeah, Kinky, Tijuana No.
Nice. Yeah, they're dope too.
Oh, hell yeah. It's down the street.
They're headlining. Yeah, there's a lot of history right there that's going to go down on that stage. A lot of veteranos still doing their thing, though.
Yep. That's right.
Joaquin Rodriguez. Party 1, 2, 3, same team.
Same team.
Gilbert.
You know where we got that party 1, 2, 3 from, right?
Yeah,
Budo party 1, 2, 3.
yeah. From that dude that lived downstairs from Shag,
Yeah.
and he was always bent on a good one.
Yeah.
And we'd see him walking somewhere, and we'd go, "Hey man, where you going?" He goes, "Put a 1, 2, 3, brother. You know what's up." He was going to the store to get a whiskey bottle, and that's
Yeah.
that always stuck with us. It became like an inside joke, you know.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then we brought it here.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to that guy.
Rest in peace. Next one is from M. Kush G. Salute, Kemo. LCL is a banger and stays on repeat.
Ooh, yeah, thank you. Saludos. LCL. Left Coast Latino. That's right. I appreciate that a lot. That's a record that I put out back in LCL, I think in 2005. So if it's still in rotation right now with you, brother, thank you. Muy agradecido.
That's transcending time, baby.
Dope.
Good music does that.
Love them killers. A lot of artists nowadays forgot or don't know the #1 hip hop rule: no biting.
No biting.
If artists follow that rule, it would fix a lot of the issues with today's hip hop and give us different flavors.
Authenticity is everything. Uniqueness is everything. To be a replica of something else, that's just a replica. After you, there's another replica, and after them, the same. Be you, and they'll be trying to be what you are. And that makes you a pioneer in that sense. Would you rather be the pioneer or the follower?
Oof.
The pioneer.
The replica.
Pioneer all day.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Authenticity, man. Originality. That's what an artist should strive for, not to be or sound like anyone else. Be inspired by all means, but be you.
Yeah, lay it out there and go for it. Success is right there for you to achieve. And if you fail, you know what I mean? That's all right. We all do that. That's part of it.
Here,
I think
I'll give you an
very true.
example, right? And I said this the other day, I think, as it related to Psycho Realm. But for me, I had a lot of rappers that were an influence on me. Rakim was one, KRS-One, Chuck D, and EPMD. But my style of writing and my style of get down, my cadences, the way I deliver is nothing like any of them. I was inspired by, but I would be myself as it related to how I wrote songs. And that's the thing. Like, and the other example was when I first heard Duke, someone asked me how I met Psycho Realm, and a friend of mine was at a show they were doing when they are the original form with Jack, Joe, and Duke. And they sounded completely different than that first album. And Duke sounded like Son Doobie in a way, but with the raspy voice. You could tell he was influenced by Son Doobie. Jack still had his kind of own little style, but it wasn't what he crafted later on. Not yet. But Duke was specifically, you could see that Son was an influence on him, right? When they get to by the time they get to the first album, he no longer sounded anything like Son. He crafted his own style. He was totally inspired by Son, but eventually he finds his style, and he's completely on the other end of styles in comparison to the guy who influenced him or inspired him. You know what I mean?
Gotta have that contrast. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what's with your guys too. You guys are the same group, but you guys ain't the same style.
Right. That's so. All I'm saying is that someone can influence you and be inspiring to you, but you could be yourself with all that, whatever you get from them. That's all I'm saying. All right.
All right. Sebastian, can San talk about the first time sharing the joint with B? Shout out for the new album. Always bring the best music for Latinos and the rest.
More like he made me, dog.
Okay,
Is it like sharing?
I don't remember if
Oh, now he doesn't
if this
remember.
was the first time, but I remember I had a job somewhere, and I left and like to go to work that day, like 10:30, 11 in the morning. By 9 a.m., Be Real was already at my mom's house hanging out, right? And I had this, I think it was like chocolate Thai weed or something, and I wanted to get high, and we smoked a joint together in front of my mom's house, and I left, and he was like standing there on the porch, right? And as I come back home later on that night, around 8:30 at night, he was still standing on the porch, kind of like that, and I'm like, "You been here all day?" He's like, "Yeah, I've been here all day." I go, "Right here?" He goes, "Yeah, I've been right here, waiting for you to get home from work. We go do something." I'm like, "So since we smoked that joint, you've been right here?" And he said, "Yeah." And I don't remember if that was the first time we smoked the joint, or that was the first time we smoked a really good joint.
Yeah, that was the first really
Yeah.
good joint
Got
because
locked.
anything we had smoked up to that point, if anything, was fucking some stress
Yeah.
or some backyard boogie.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I hit some real weed,
Got
like
fucked up.
in a joint. I wasn't there the whole day. He's exaggerating. I left and came back.
Well,
But I was
remember
still high as fuck.
when I got home, my dad looked at me and goes, "Hey, your friend's out there in the front porch. He's been there all day. I think something's wrong with him." And I go, "I know."
There was many things wrong with me.
He was all right. I go, "He's all right. Don't worry." But yeah, that was around 1983 or 4 or something like
Damn.
I was 13 years old. See, it's all
that.
your
Yeah,
fault.
he was 13.
Damn.
It's all your
He
fucking
was
fault,
13,
dog.
So he did get fucked
See,
up that day.
it's his fault.
Where'd you work
13
at,
years
son?
old.
That was
Was
the
it the
first-
first time I got high? But I'm saying,
That was the first year I got
Oh.
high.
yeah, we're the same.
Right around that
Same
time, yeah.
team. You know what I mean? I was rather high that day, saying that chocolate tie was hitting.
Not
All right.
chocolate tie.
Yo, Sen, where were you working then?
Back then, damn, I don't remember. It was my first. I think it was like oh man, it's.
But I think it was J.C. Penney's dog
No,
security.
it wasn't. Was it?
Yep.
Okay, probably then.
It was around that time. We used to watch Send Dog roll people up that shoplifted out of J.C. Penney's because he was security.
Wow.
We watched him on the make, eyeballing these motherfuckers one time, and then they sprung for the door, and you see this fucker
Tackle.
chase him, and then fucking they get into the scrap.
Yeah.
He got him
well,
9 times out of 10.
Yeah. And one day I remember some guy came in and stole something right as we were leaving. But the thing is, Mellow Mayonnaise and Be Real and a couple other guys would come wait for me to get off of work, and then we'd walk home, right? And as they see that I'm out there actively looking for somebody, they start looking for him too. Like, so I'm like, oh, what's this turning into? So the next day when I get to work, they pulled me aside like, hey, man, we can't have your homeboys here looking to fuck somebody up. This is JC.
We were going to go help him out real quick.
I was like, oh, man, I knew they were going to tell me something about it, but
Deputize me.
yeah. But,
Let me get in.
but my old man didn't really, with me, he was a little bit more stricter about having a job and making sure that I'm doing something all the time. And I knew that I had to do something in between something so he would get off my ass. And I happened to get this job at J.C. Penney's. And fast forward to, I would say about 2005 or something like that, right? And I'm in the Costco shopping for stuff, and this hardcore Mexican dude, cholo-looking dude, walks up to me and goes, hey, Holmes, did you work at J.C. Penney's? And I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to square. There's somebody that I got with that I'm gonna have to square up with him now. And he was like, and I was like, yeah, man, that was me. He goes, dude, when I was 13 or 14, you busted me stealing some like socks and stuff from J.C. Penney's. And since that day, I've gone straight, and I started working hard for myself, and this and that, and I give all, it was because of that day that you caught me stealing.
You changed his life.
Yeah,
dude.
and I'm like, oh man, that's cool, dog. That's not what I thought you were gonna say, but all right.
Square up right now, puto.
in the Costco. Yeah.
Oh man,
I never forgot that.
those were crazy times watching them fucking
Yeah.
chase those fools down.
I could just imagine everybody getting into it though, like
Yeah.
what? Who was it
Fighting
for?
right in the middle of the street on Pacific Avenue, because all it was a ticket that they would get. The cops wouldn't even arrest them. They would just give them a ticket for a little, petty theft, right? But when you caught them, you thought that they were like some, guys that broke out of prison on the run fighting for life. These guys would really get down. And a lot of the times it spilled out right there in the middle of the street on Pacific Boulevard. And here I am, fighting with somebody. And I'm like, dude, I just want the merch back. I don't even want to bust you. I just give you the merch back and you can go. But it was one of those,
Like they were fighting for their fucking life.
Yeah.
Well, back in those
I'm not
days,
going
you
back,
used
dog.
to chase.
Yeah.
Like security would go out and chase. I don't think you could
You
even.
can't do that no more.
Fighting for Stafford.
Yeah, back then.
Nah,
Yeah, we used to go get them. Hunt them down, run them down, tackle them.
How about listen?
That sounds fucking crazy today. Though.
How about hey, and that's all true because we'd see him do it, and then we'd see him sometimes come back with a fucking black eye or knuckles scuffed up. You know what I'm saying? Like he was throwing down almost every fucking week. But how about the other thing that he got out of J.C. Penney's? A lot of people don't fucking know where the Cypress Hill bucket hat was birthed.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yes,
And
sir.
they sold those bucket hats at J.C. Penney's. I think they were like $6 or $8 at that time.
wow.
And we were looking for gear to look fresh in for that backyard party that weekend. So we would rock Levi jackets and bucket hats, and that all came from there.
And we
Crispy white
and
Stafford.
and we'd take him to one of two places to get embroidered. It was either Greenspan's because they had the only embroidery machines around, or you went to Compton, and they didn't get them till later. So first you would go to Greenspan's and get them done.
Yeah, Compton Swap Meet, there was a lady, Mami-san, old Asian lady, and she would stitch that by hand. So the OG bucket hat that we had, and caps that we had, that had the letters on them, the lady would sit there and
Stitch,
do that by hand.
Wow.
That's
Do you still have the OG?
Yeah.
I still have the bucket hat, yeah. The baseball hats, I don't know what happened to, but the bucket hat is still around. And every time, every now and then I'll look at her, and I used to take him to that lady over there, and she would hook it up.
She was the best.
Yeah, she was the best.
She was precise.
And
with
she
her
loved
shit.
seeing when she gave you the product back, the look on your eye, like, oh, this is perfect. He goes, yes, I know.
That's tight.
The
Mami-san was the best.
the sense of pride.
Yeah,
Yeah, because she was giving a great product back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then she'd find the right fucking spool of color to go with the lining of the fucking hat.
Stitch it up.
Yeah, it was fucking. She was good. All right, next one.
Next one, City Mind Funk, Loss Prevention, shout out La Cindy, Tower Records, Hollywood 90s.
Salute.
Get on down.
Sir James, the Poof 69th. Up with hope, down with dope.
All right.
Yes.
Sure.
That was
If dope is coke.
up with hope down. Who was that? That was Officer
From Half
Bird?
Baked.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle said it.
Yeah.
Psycho Stench, embrace your psycho. Much love.
Salute.
Jay Cuadros gives us the peace.
Peace.
Peace, dog.
Double piece.
Damn, we got a lot of people are submitting for the raffle. Thank you guys.
Word.
Yeah.
Love them killers. Lots of dope shit. Need all of that. LOL.
Word up. I hear that.
Hell
You must have it.
Exotic F7 Savannah sends us the peace lemon. Sends us love.
Word up. We'll take that. Make some lemonade, man.
Cool, refreshing
Luke.
drink.
Vid Luke, thank you for the super chat. Dab Bizzle, thank you for the lemon. All about sends us the bicep curl and the salute and the fire. Angry City, been a fan of Cypress for decades. Same for Deftones. Keep killing it, boys. Love from the 916.
Thank you, man.
I'm on 6.
Much love to you.
Rodrigo Polanco, Sen. What's your pop secret to stay young?
My pop secret to stay young, huh? Well, of course, we'd have to ask the old man, but I think his, like B-Real said earlier, he was very disciplined about what he ate and what he drank, and he would never miss the gym no matter what. It was that kind of dedication. My dad was like 45, 50 years old and competing in competitions for men over 40, it's like for bodybuilding. And he lifted, did exercising all the way till he was almost 70, and he got a hernia. And the doctor told him, like, dude, why do you lift so hard still? You know, he goes, you know, you're too old for this kind of stuff. So I think that my dad, being an avid workout guy and fitness guy, and also, you know, he never smoked or anything like that. He was, you know, that missed his generation, but it hit mine. But he just kept himself, you know, very disciplined all the time, and ate well and slept well, and you know, and he wasn't a party guy. He never went out. He'd go to work, come home, and chill with my mom, and you know, that's the kind of dad that we had, and we saw that. So when we got old enough to notice or whatever, a bunch of the homeboys, we went and got a little weight bench and put it in the back room of my mom's house, and we would go back there and smoke some joints, and everybody lift and, you know, do dumbbells, and because Pops was yoked up, and you know, not for nothing, but he's making some of us look a little bad there. So
All of us.
we were like, well, we got to get yoked up too. So I thoroughly believe that it was his dedication to and lifestyle to is to the reason that's why he's doing well today. So yeah, I think that's what it was for sure.
Never too late to even start.
Yes,
no matter how old you are.
Yeah.
Never too late.
Magnificent Bastard for Sendog. What's your favorite dog breed?
My favorite dog breed, okay. I've been known to, you know, have a pit bull here and there, but for real though, my favorite dog was, I always liked the Chow Chows, right? And one year we had a Chow Chow that my sister got, and me and my friends, we turned that dog into a terror. People would run inside their house when Sammy would coming down the block, because if you stood there, Sammy was gonna bite your ass or piss off. If you left your dog out, he was gonna attack it. And not for nothing, I mean, I know that dog turned out that way, but Chow Chows have always had a distinct look and the purple tongue and everything. And that was the happening dog when back in the, you know, in the 80s for me, when we had two of them in the house, and Sammy was the one that
He was a bastard, that dog.
we turned him into a commando. Like, it was like, as soon as he just knew who to bite, and the family didn't like somebody that wasn't vibing well, Sammy would attack him. You know,
He bit a couple kids on the block. That's
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, so that's my favorite. Always been my favorite kind of dog. Like, just the look about it. And supposedly, I think some Chinese emperor had them, that he bred them to fight wars with him, and those kind of dogs would follow him, you know, and go into war with the army. I think that's what the story was about that breed of dog. So
They're tough. They're
yeah,
like
but
bad.
they're very, very much attention seekers, attention needers. You got to pay a lot of attention to them and work that energy out of them. If not, they will bite down the back door trying to get in the house.
They're all like that.
And they got a pretty good bite force.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a pretty powerful fucking dog.
They're kind of deceiving though, right? Because they have that cute, fluffy look.
Yeah, and then they'll
Yeah.
I
fucking
mean, unless
snap
you
on
know
you.
about them that they were like war dogs or, you know,
Yeah.
tough ass dogs like fighting dogs.
They just look that way.
Yeah.
But they're mean
Yeah.
fucking dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Caesar O'Hare, music is universal. Y'all reached an 11-year-old from Little Rock in 91. Congrats on the award tomorrow. I'll put one in the air in Dallas while y'all are celebrating.
All right.
Peace and love to y'all, kings.
Thank you, man.
Be careful out there in Texas now.
Yeah.
Like a dog.
With the guns? Nah.
The weed.
With the weed, yeah.
One would think, right?
Ain't nobody getting high out there no more.
I'm sure they're getting high. They're just not being open as they were being not too long ago. People know that wasn't fully legal, but they were smoking in places a little freely, and now they are not. They totally flipped game over there, man.
So would you still be safe in Austin?
Maybe.
Is it in
Because I think
Texas?
It's in Texas,
Yes.
but
Then no.
it's subject to the cops, though. You know what I mean? In that area, if the guys in Austin ain't really down with what the governor is putting down, they're not arresting anybody. But if you got one asshole that is like, I'm totally down with what the governor says, I'm taking your ass in.
By the book?
You know what I'm saying? There's those guys too. But you're taking your chance out there right now is all.
Well, that last time we were in El Paso about a month ago, they were smoking weed in the audience. So
Yeah. Well, we got there right before that thing happened.
yeah.
Which is crazy because that was your last dates on the last tour, right?
Yeah,
In
that was one of
Texas?
the last dates. And then 2-3 days later, that fucking law hit.
Ooh, that must have been a little trippy.
It might even hit before we got there, I think. And we were just being reckless anyway.
Damn.
What if y'all influenced that? Nah.
Nah, we did not.
Settle down, Beavis.
Next one's from Terry Sucks. He says, yo,
What up? Yo.
Saludo.
Exotic F7 Savannah. What is your favorite dog breed? Do you have dogs? I think it goes out for the table.
Yeah, oh, wow.
Well, I don't have any dogs at this point, but my kids do, and my youngest daughter has a little miniature teacup something, and it makes a lot of noise, and my son has like a beagle, and but me myself personally, they're not my dogs, so no, I don't have any pets. But if I were to get another one, there's a really exotic dog called a cane corso or cane corso.
Yeah,
Kind of course.
It's a brutal looking dog. It looks like it'll kill you. And if I ever got another dog, I'd get something like that.
You gonna clean up them big ass dog shits?
No, I'll have somebody do that.
Yeah.
If I have to hire somebody.
They got services for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, are you gonna have services every day? Because that dog's gonna shit like 2-3
Yeah.
times a day. Those
Well,
big ass horse shit.
I don't have him yet, so
got daily service.
this is just a thought.
If you had a ranch, that's a perfect dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Compost.
But if you ain't on a ranch, that's a lot of work.
You need a ranch, though, I think, if you could get, keep a big dog like that.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
fair to the dog. You can't keep a big dog in a small space, Aton. Next.
Yahweh. Zartan. Peace, Kemo. This Victor from Philly.
Oh, what?
I bought Mad Negros de la Raza merch.
Victor from Philly. That's the number one Negros de la Raza supporter, actually, out there on the east side. Yo, what's happening, man? Thank you, man. Saludos, and thanks for tuning in.
He says, thank you and Sen for repping us Afro-Latinos. Soy un negro de la raza.
Yes,
Eso
sabe.
es. Muchísimas gracias. Yeah, sometimes, we've been getting a lot of support from all over. And Victor, one of the big supporters, he's been swooping up everything on the .com, merch,
That's what's up.
shirts, record, order the vinyl. So many, many thanks, brother.
Support the movement.
Much appreciated.
One would say he's one of Chicago's finest. Jeff Rowe. Salute to Sen and Kemo. Chicago's waiting for a show. Let's go.
Heck yeah, I can't wait to get that going, man. I know we'll be out there one day. Just give it time for it to develop, and when it does, we'll be out there having a good old time with everybody in the Shiza.
And bring your good shoes, Jeffro, not the scuffed ones.
Karina. Salute back, B. That was tons of fun. Also, where can I get that Serial Killers album?
Shortly, it'll be available on the BREALTV website. We'll let you know right when it's up, and we'll pop a link up for you and all that. And congratulations for winning that awesome tip yesterday in the auction. That was a good one you chose there.
You're insane, Karina.
Yep.
Yep.
I like her savage spirit.
She showed them boys that she is savage.
100%.
Yep.
Franco 8049. Hello everyone. New power flow, please.
Yeah, Power Flow. How can I put it to you? Power Flow was everybody else's second band, starting with me, right? And we came up with a cool project and everything, and I wish we could have gave it all the time that it deserved. But there was other bands that had to go out and tour and were the main bands for people. But we understand we had a good project there, and just thank you to everybody that supported us. But we have been talking about doing a show here, or show there. That's all I got. Like I can't say we're gonna dedicate 100% of our time to it again or something. But it was fun. Big up Christian DeWolbers. He slanged that bass on there, and Fred Rios for playing drums, and Billy Graziati on guitar. And these are guys that I admire their work, and I know what quality musicians they are. And it was an honor for me to be bandmates with them, or still, because we never really broke the band up. So conceivably we could do something at any time. But it's been my honor to share the stage and the recording studio with them, and they're serious about what they do. And you never know. So, but thanks for the shout out.
Boom bang.
Boom bam. Nicholas, blessings to the table. Can we get some healing ohms for Flea
wow.
Lord, who recently suffered a heart attack?
Ahí, cabrón.
He made the Ramazel album with Muggs. It's fire.
All right. I'm going to need some help. I can't do it by myself. Are you guys in?
Yeah.
All right. Or are you going to fake it, Steph Tone?
Oh, yeah, I'm always in. It just looks like that.
All right.
I'll get deep on it. Let's go.
All right. Hey, chill out, man. Oh my God. I'm so ohmed out.
That was great.
I heard you right there. You were very low, but you were there. Yeah, I needed that. Thank you.
It's loud in my cans.
Yeah.
That's why maybe that's why I do it. What might seem to be lower.
All right.
All right. Edwin Velasquez, shout out to the table.
Shout out to you.
What up, Edwin?
Thank you, Edwin.
And that's the last super chat we got.
Salute to all y'all. Thank you for those. If more come along as we go, we will pop them off. Yeah, salute. You have any submissions?
No submissions today.
Right. Yeah, man. So from this project that you guys did, this album, is it gonna spawn another one?
I would like for to do an album number 2, and this is I would like to continue just doing music. I don't want to put a time limit on it or anything like that, but I definitely think just based off of this record here, La Pura Neta, that we'd like to do another album, and I've already been putting ideas for titles and for song titles, put them on the board and see what we come up with. So when the time does come right, we got some cool things that we could talk about. But I just want to say about Kemo that he's the way that you see him right now is the way he always is. It's always like an even keel kind of guy. I've never seen him upset, and this is from way back in the days when, when I decided that I was going to get involved with Delinquent Habits and shop their project around, and we got an offer was made here that didn't happen. It fell through, whatever, and the other guys might have got upset, but not Kemo. He was just like, all right, well, something else will come up, and he's easy to work with, and I kind of feel like. When I'm hanging with him and doing stuff with him, I'm kind of like hanging with myself because our personalities are so similar. And I think that with that ease of a vibe that we were just able to create music no matter how long it took us, but we got the project done. Here we are on your show talking about it. But it's just, the level of comfort and kickback, and we'll get it done when we get it done. There's no hurry about it, whatever. And that's what he presented to me when we started making the record. So I kind of felt at ease when I would go to his house and record in his studio. And it was just, you know, if we get something done today, good, great. If it didn't work out today, just come back tomorrow. And sometimes we did that, and tomorrow worked out fine. We got a good song out of it.
That's great.
And it's just, there's no, you know, there's no temperamental, there's no hurry. It's just like, let's just rock it out when we can rock it out. And he's always been that way, and I've always gotten along good with him. And like I said before, this was the final thing, you know, that we hadn't done yet, or one of the final things was to actually make a project together. And here we are, and we call it Negros de la Raza, and we give, you know, respect to all human beings, you know what I mean? But we are representing who we are and what we are, and that is, you know, we're some black and we're some Spanish too, you know what I mean? And it's, I feel very blessed to be able to have this project with him. And anytime, like when you guys do Serial Killer's record, I know you're very proud of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know you're very proud of Cypress, but this has its own heart, its own place in your heart.
Right.
Right. And that's how I feel about the Negros thing. So.
Hell yeah.
And it makes sense because, I mean, y'all sound dope together, and also the history and the music, it's on hit.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's also, it adds to the storyline of, because when I first met Delinquent Habits, it was him that I met. This was before I even had met the rest of the group. I met Kemo. And from that day on, it's always been a thing where we come across each other and we'll do a jam or this and that. And this time, when I first heard the music for this project, I was like, you know, that would be cool to maybe, without telling him, I was like, you know, maybe, you know, something to do something with this or whatever, right? But he was thinking the same thing. So the next time I went in there, he broke down that idea to me, and I'm like, you don't have to say too much more. I'm already with it. You know what I mean? So here we are, you know, doing the Negros de la Raza thing, and you know, and at some point, you know, we hope to get it out there and be seen on a big stage or whatnot. So we're out there, you know, scratching and grinding and clawing and trying to get, you know, whatever eyes on it that we can. And I'm very proud of him and myself for, you know, following through on this and getting it done and not wavering or not getting, you know, 4 or 5 songs in and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Yeah. You know, we definitely followed through, and some of it was during crunch time last year when birthdays are coming up and holidays are coming up, but we got to get these songs done. And, you know, the effort was made, and I got to give a shout out to the homeboy Estragos from Las Vegas. He has a studio too at his crib. So sometimes, you know, Kemo will call me like, dude, you need to give me this lyrics on this song. I'm like, okay. So I would just go to Estragos and lay down some stuff, and we send it back to Kemo. We made it work that way. So for sure, it was a labor of love, and I'm glad that we followed through on it. And we're here, you know, with our first official product. And we definitely want to, you know, come back and do another one, and I think we will.
Awesome. Salute to that.
Thank you.
And get down with Negros de la Raza Pura Neta, right?
La
Pura Neta.
Kemo, say the correct title for everybody.
Yeah, it's lengthy, right? It's Negros de la Raza, Kemo the Blaxican and Sin Dog, La Pura Neta, El Borracho y el Marihuano.
All right, that's the
There it is.
That's because there's a lot to unpack with the record. So.
There's a whole book of a title there.
There were just too many good
Yeah.
options, you know what I mean? We put them all on.
Yeah.
And y'all got a show Sunday.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yes,
briefly.
and DJ FM is spinning for y'all, right?
Yeah, longtime homeboy DJ FM, and he's gonna spin for us. Melo Mayonnaise will be performing.
Right.
Both of us, Maldita Vecindad, Tijuana No, Kinky.
This is this Sunday.
Yeah.
23rd at Persian Square. Oh, as a matter of fact, we got another little special guest. We got Melinda Salcido, who does the vocals up with us. She'll be in the house as well. And we got another little extra surprise that we're going to throw on with us. Our friends from the Neighborhood Orchestra are going to join us for a little bit too.
Dope.
It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a really, really good time. We look forward to it.
Un conjunto.
Right on, man. Make sure you check them out this weekend if you're right here in LA and get that music. All right. Sin Dog, you got any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, shout out to my brother Mellow Man, and of course the table here, Stefan. Good to see you. I always consider Stefan to be one of my favorite guitar players of all time. I know I never told you, but that's C minus.
Thank you.
Big shout out B. You know what I mean? And yeah, blessings to everyone out there checking the show out today.
Word up, Kemo.
Yes, a big shout out to everybody out there that's been supporting Negros de la Raza, that's been supporting any projects that I've been doing over the years. Definitely want to say shout out to Firestarter, who did all the production on the record. People Mover did all the cuts. Melinda también, muchísimas gracias. And everybody that supported early on with the videos, everybody that showed up, thank you all for that. Much appreciated. A big shout out to everybody here at the table. Much respect to you guys. My brother, big shout out to my man right here to my left. You said a lot of nice things just now. It was a lot.
Yeah,
but I want to tell you, brother,
I'm not faking the funk, brother. I honestly, enjoy making music with you, and enjoy, your company and your family has always been very nice to me. So that's real talk.
Man. I appreciate this project and the support, B, and I don't take it for granted. Like I said early on, and I've said it before, we've had our success. I've been through it, been in it for a long time, but I give a lot of credit and a lot of love and respect to Cypress, Hill, Sendog, Be Real, Muggs, all you guys, because you guys, for me, I'm talking about me personally, you were very inspirational because I was impressionable. You know, I mean, we were all young.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit younger, and you guys were doing your thing. And so I learned a lot from Sendog, how you guys move, Cypress, Hill, how you all move. All of that was a big deal for me. So many, many thanks to you as well. Shout out to all you and to all the raza out there. Muchísimas gracias para toda la gente. George Newman.
Word up, man. Salute to my brothers right here. Let's, before we go any further, let's do that giveaway right now because we got some music to give away. We got Dios Bendiga CD. We got Serial Killers vinyl. We got Negros de la Raza CD right here. La Pura Neta right here. Dope ass artwork right here. And how we doing? We're spinning the wheel. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, we are.
All right. So before we go any further, let's get a win here. And the wheel goes round and round and round and round. And who is the lucky, magnificent bastard? 5150.
Nice.
What a bastard.
What a bastard you are. Congratulations, magnificent bastard. You get this CD. You get Dios Bendiga, which is not out here right now. And you get this.
Serial.
You know what I'm saying? Serial Killers. You know what I'm saying? You came up today, man. Make sure you email us at brealtvcontest@gmail.com so we can get all your information and we will send you the music. Rah.
Thank you, God. Shout out to Dominator, and let's kick it to Steph Toe. Same team.
Shout out Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Y, C minus, B, Sendog, Kemo.
Yeah,
Ray at Morning Shot Films, Taryn at Velvet Hammer, Dominator, Aton, Pedro, Javi Lopez, Mello, Psycholeezy, Everlast, E-Zone, and all y'all in the Asylum. Have a great week and catch y'all next week. See mine.
Yeah, a shout out to everybody here at the table. Shout out to the Trias crew. Shout out to Dro. Shout out to Atonathan. Shout out to Richie Abbott. Thanks for hooking it up today. You can follow me at C-Fan4. Shout out to you for watching and hanging out with us. And we'll see you on Monday for another Dr. Greenthumb right here. Peace. Have a great weekend.
Kids are natural.
God bless the ones that inspire us. Swallow that.
BREALTV.